Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm Trish Rock, and this is the Intuitive Listening Show. I hope you are all well. I know for many of you, you are inside, perhaps not coming home from work today. If you're in the United States, this is normally the time you'd be coming home from work. So if you are inside at the moment during all of this, I hope you are keeping well. And I guess the main thing is to try to keep the stress levels down, because the best thing you can do for yourself right now is to stay well, and your immune system stays well when you keep your stress levels down, when you feed yourself well, and when you also feed your mind well, and not be too caught up in the worries and the fear. So I'm going to do a collective reading today, and I'm going to talk a little bit to you today about the chakra system, which will also help you remain balanced at this time. Okay, so the cards that came out, the one in the middle is the Fool card, and I love this card for you today and for this week because this is the start of a new journey. And the Fool card is the first card of the tarot. Could also be the end. It's, the tarot is a journey, and this is the beginning of the journey. And it's really saying that, it's time to take a chance. What is it that you've been thinking about doing? I know for so many people that, the contemplation now about work, or, do I really want to go back to a job that I hate, or do I really want to continue this career, has really been a strong calling within so many of you and of the clients that are coming to me. And it really has been a little bit of a wake-up call because for so long we can be going along in our careers, in our work, in our job, and kind of being on that grind, on that wheel, and kind of saying to ourselves, well, I'll just stay a bit longer. I don't really like it. I don't want to do it anymore, but I'll stay a bit longer. I'm just doing it for the money, and all of this kind of talk that we have inside ourselves. But ultimately, we spend a lot of time at work. There's a lot of hours in the day and over our lifetime. So if you're not enjoying it, and if it's just not floating your boat anymore, then it's a real internal battle to be doing that on a daily basis. So with the current circumstances where a lot of people are at home and not doing that job at the moment, or perhaps have had, to pivot their career or their business, it's really been a great time to have a look internally. What is it that I do want to do? What's that calling that's been coming? What's that voice inside of me that's been, really saying, this is what brings you joy, go do that? And people have been really looking at that and tuning into that and really starting to trust that. But not only that, taking the chance to act on it. And, it doesn't matter how long you've been at a particular job, a career, or, whatever it is that you're doing right now that once gave you passion. If it's not feeling that way anymore, it's time to move on. And we can often feel guilty about that, I guess. I was the same. I was in a particular industry for 28 years and had successful businesses and really loved it. But towards the end, it just really wasn't what I wanted to do. And, you can feel the societal shame of that, I guess, and people kind of saying, well, you've been doing it for so long and you're so great at it. What's wrong with you that you don't want to do it anymore? But the fact is that we're always expanding, and we are always looking to expand in different ways. And we have that voice inside us. This is the intuitive listening that we're being called to do more of. What is it that brings you joy? What is it about your current circumstances that you now have the opportunity to change? You now have the opportunity to tune in to what really is going to bring you more joy. So that's the Fool card, as the start of a new journey. But to end the journey, it's really about, we've got the Seven of Swords here. Whenever I see this card, I just reminds me to trust. You've got to trust you. Let go of any guilt. Let go of any old shame that you've got about anything. It's not real. It's just holding you back from your true purpose and the core of you. So let go of that, and let go of all of those thoughts that are also holding you in this pattern of the grind, really, right? And I think this, at the moment with everything that's happening, it's a real wake-up call for so many people that, you just have this robotic life. You get up, same way every morning, right? Put the same things on every morning, eat the same thing, go the same way to work, do the same work, come home, same. And that's really not living, that's surviving. And I just feel for so many it's been a wake-up call to, I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm going to put aside those thoughts that say I have no choice, and I'm going to put away any of that guilt I've got about choosing something for me, and I'm going to start a new journey. And then we've got the Star card, which for me has a couple of messages at this time. It's really saying let go of the negativity. If you are surrounded by a lot of negativity right now, switch off, move away from it. I had somebody say to me a couple of days back that, she dreaded getting on her social media because she was sick of seeing all the negativity. But here's the thing, you don't have to see it. You don't have to have it there, right? I look at my social media and it's all positive because I don't have any of those, I don't have any of the negative people there, and I don't have any of those stories or anything popping up on my social media because I either delete it all or I've hidden it, or I just don't have it coming up. So you do have a choice, right? You don't have to sit there and have all of this negative stuff around you and then be the victim and say, oh, I don't like all this stuff. You don't have to have it. It's your choice. It's your life. It's your social media, right? You also get to choose your environment. And if you are around people that are also very negative and you don't want that anymore, spend less time, if any, with those people. You have a choice. And this is really the empowerment of you at this time. You've got a choice. Now, the other negativity might just be coming from your own mind. And once again, you've got a choice about that as well. And you can choose those thoughts or you can choose different thoughts. It's entirely up to you. And it's a matter of being conscious and awake and how do you feel right now? If you're not feeling good, there's something that you're thinking about that you can change. It's really about taking your power back, not allowing, not allowing that victim mentality to come in, to really take your power back. Choose how you want to feel. choose who you want to be around, and really let go of a lot of that negativity and start becoming the shining light in your own life, the star of your own life. You really can do that. It's beautiful energy this week to do that. We've got a full moon right now in Libra, which is very balancing, very calming. The full moons are also about letting go and about, moving forward from any of that negative stuff that you don't want in your life anymore. Now, the other card I've got here is from the Queen of the Moon Oracle, and it's number 10, discernment. And I'm just going to hold this up here for a moment while I read this card out to you, because it's quite a nice card. And the first thing about number 10 is it reduces to a 1. So that's the start of a new cycle. So I want to read this one out for you. Discernment. Take care in your choices now. Look carefully and judge wisely. There may have been something difficult to see, something that has been obscured, but now it has been revealed to you. Examine it closely. And here's a nice little mantra for you to say. I take my time to be accurate and precise in my discernment. Now, this once again is about this new path and choosing not to buy into the negativity. That really is your choice. And if you find yourself in this, like on this card here, she's just got all this cloud around her eyes covering them. If you find yourself in this fog of negativity, really have that discernment, have that choice within you. Take a breath and really go within and go, right, okay, how can I choose to feel differently right now? And I'm going to be very discerning about my thoughts, my feelings, and who I am around at this time. So really powerful messages for this week, and they are about empowerment, they're about discernment, and they're about really choosing a new path of positivity and self-nurture and self-care. And that gets me on to just a quick overview of your chakra system, which may just be suffering at the moment with all of the energy that's around and the negativity. Because if you're listening to this show, you are probably an empath, and as such, you will be soaking in a lot of the negativity. And we tend to take on other people's energy. So, to really have a look at that and make sure you're asking yourself if you are, if you are feeling negative about something, ask yourself first, is this mine or is it somebody else's? And you can give your body a little bit of a sweep and just say, okay, anything that's not mine here, return to sender with love. And then it's just your energy that's left there to deal with, not other people's energy. But a quick overview of the chakra system, for those of you who don't know much about it. The chakra system are our energy systems within our body and the outside of our body, and there are thousands of energy portals that surround us and come into our bodies. But the 7 main ones are the ones that mostly are talked about. So I'm just going to talk about those 7. But if you want to investigate, there are thousands. And the other, there's like 9 that I normally talk about, but let's just have a look at the 7. So these energy portals are a little bit like spinning energy wheels. Now you can imagine that as a wheel in front of that section of your body. Sometimes I also like to picture it, because it is around the entire body, I like to picture it as like an orb or like a sphere around that part of the entire body. So the first one is the base chakra or the root chakra, which is at the base of your spine, and it's typically red. This chakra is for grounding. It connects you to the earth. It is about safety, security. It's also about your prosperity, your money, your action. It's about the physical. So it's very wall-based chakra is the name of it, and that's the best word to describe it, really, because it's about the base of us, our foundations. Now, the next one up is just below the navel, and that is the sacral chakra. And that is orange in color. And the sacral chakra is about relationships, fears, it's your sexuality, it's your femininity, which is your caring, kindness. And, you know, it really is also part of your whole grounding process. If it really is the emotional center. If you're out of balance emotionally, you are going to be reacting to things rather than acting from an empowered place. So that's the second chakra. The third one is just above your navel. It's in the center of your torso. It is the solar plexus. And this is the sun of your body. And this is the power. This is your empowerment. This is your light. This is your confidence, your willpower. This is you standing tall, shining your light, saying, yes, I'm okay with who I am. And when this isn't strong in that area, you tend to hunch over and be very nervous about shining your light and for fear of criticism, and you really start shrinking. The next one up is your heart chakra, which is obviously in the heart area. It's in the center of your chest there. This is about love. It's about self-love. It's about nurture. It's about caring, compassion. It really is the brain of the body, right? And at this point in time, you know, with this awakening of consciousness, it's time to go into our hearts to get answers rather than our heads. This is where the answers are, in your heart. Now, the next one up is the throat chakra, which is obviously in the throat. The throat chakra is blue. Oh, and I didn't do the colours of the others. I'm sorry. The heart chakra is green and the solar plexus is yellow. The throat chakra is blue. This is about your creativity, your expression, your truth. It's about communication. It's about being authentic. If you have throat issues, you are not expressing your full truth. And there's a lot of people, I have a lot of clients who come to me that have sore throats, or when I'm reading for them, you know, I'll start coughing or I'll start getting sore in the throat. And it's really just a case of, you know, not being able to express yourself properly. So if that's you, especially at this time, you know, clear that throat chakra, do some throat chakra work. And both of these cards, the star and the discernment card, both have a lot of blue in them. So it really is a lot of authenticity here, a lot of expression. And the throat chakra being about creativity, you can be creative in other ways as well. It doesn't have to be through your voice. You can paint, draw, write, sing, create things, whatever it is for you that feels creative. People even just writing in a journal is expressing your truth. So it doesn't mean you have to sing it from the rooftops if you're just learning to express it, but express it in some way. The next one is the third eye chakra, which is between your eyes. And that's really about your intuition, right? So you've got your two human eyes that you see as a human, obviously, see the 3D world. Behind your eyes, you've got your consciousness, which sees what you're seeing as a human and observes that. And then you have the third eye, which is the real intuitive part of you that works together with your heart and your soul to tune in to those messages, those voices that you are getting from your higher self, from your spirit's guides. It's also obviously where, you can use your intuitive abilities, such as clairvoyance. That's really from there. But it's that place that really tunes you in to your inner voice, your guides, your spirit. And then the seventh one, and that's like a purple colour, purple violet colour. And then the seventh one is your crown chakra, which is at the top of your head and extends up. And this is your oneness. This is your connection to all there is, because we are just one part of consciousness. And so this connects you to all of that. So to really get all of that in alignment, you can just do a quick meditation to focus on all of those and have them spinning faster. That's really a good way. But there's a lot of information on my website at trishrock.com if you'd like to go through. I also have a lot of meditations on my YouTube channel at Trish Rock. But do some research, do some looking into it yourself, because if you're balanced energetically in your body, it will really help you this week to let go of the negativity. And next week I'm going to talk further about the chakras and how they will relate to you in a physical sense, how they show up in the external in your life. So tune in next week and I'm going to talk more about that. But this week it's about trying to be in balance and really discerning what information's coming to you and what feels like truth for you, and standing in that truth and letting go of negativity. Now, if you would like a reading with me, please reach out and send me a message, or head over to my Facebook page is the best way to connect with me. So that's a Trish Rock Transformation. Come and connect with me over that page. There's a lot of things happening there that you can be involved in. Now, there's also a beautiful workshop that I've got coming up called Humaning the Spiritual Way, and that's with Jonita Francis, and all the information for that is also on my Facebook page. So Trish Rock Transformation. Find my page on Facebook, or just look up Trish Rock and you'll find me there. And please come and join the community there, and you can learn more about what's going on at the moment, how you can remain positive. And you can also see all of the links there for all the readings that I do. I have email readings, which are really fast and easy. And then I've got my psychic readings, and I've also got mentoring programs. If you're ready to take that next step in your career, in your job, if you're saying to yourself right now, I don't want to go back to a job I hate, I have a higher calling, I have a higher purpose, then please reach out and let's have a chat about it, because I would love to mentor you into really living on purpose and being of service to this world in the way that is really calling you right now. It's a perfect opportunity. So have an amazing, amazing week. Tune in next week. I'm going to be talking more about the chakras and showing you how it shows up in real life. Until then, stay safe, look after yourself, and be well. Bye for now.